Wow. Just got a van coming down. I'd say good morning.
I can't see nothing.
I think you're good after that van. Yeah, I'll say good morning, but it is 5 to 12. I've got a John Deere tractor on. It's Wednesday the 14th of May, and I haven't had any luck with my other camera, so I've been filming, but it keeps cutting out, so you've missed the loading. Hopefully we can get a bit of unloading. I'll put the GoPro on charge. I'll just hope that the microphone's working, and obviously I can't tell. I can't tell looking at it. It doesn't have lights that go up and show the sounds, so you can do a proper sound check. But anyway, I am in Katanning with the pilot out in front. We left Narrogin about 10 o'clock on our way to Nawangara.
On a 3.8 south, Great Southern Highway.
Why, thank you.
I'm Cornwall.
Oh, thank you. It was only me that could hear that, but thank you.
Oh, okay.
And I'm clear to come out.
I'll let you know.
So we are just southbound out of Katanning. We had to stop there because Leslie bought a big packet of chips for us to have we're away for a couple of days, and I just ate them all coming down the road, and she said, oh, we could have those chips at lunchtime, and I'm like, oh, the ones I've just eaten. She's like, oh, I hope you're joking. So I recorded now, I got a replacement bag of chips.
Just pulled off the side of behind me.
Yeah. So I replaced the chips, so I've got a coffee and yeah, to make some phone calls and that. So I put a little pit stop there. The shell there, it's best of a bad bunch. If I had a choice, I wouldn't go there, but it's like I say, it's the best of a bad bunch. So anyway, it's a glorious day out there, but you won't be able to see because my windscreen is that dirty with bugs. So it looks like we've got 3 John Deere tractors in a row, which maybe even 4. We could go for the 4 John Deeres. We've got 3 for the dealership for Afgri, and 1 for one of our private customers. So yeah, we don't move a lot of John Deere stuff, and to do 4 in a row, it's yeah, pretty good. John Deere number 1 out of 4 coming off the trailer. So this was just over 3.8, so we piloted it. And next one's on dual, so there'll be 2 pilot. And all very easy. Nice. So that's the 3 metre centres. They space them out for their tram lines and that. So all machines run on the same wheel tracks. And yeah, all very easy. All right, I'll get the camera out when we go for the big one next. We're back on the road, and our 4 in a row John Deere tractors turned into 1 in a row. So we're heading up to the opposition to get a CLAAS header now. It's like getting late in the afternoon and the sun goes down far too early now, but we're going to try and do 2 moves, 2 short moves this afternoon. Just knocked them out, and then we will head for Lake Grace, I think. So we're doing headers, one from Katanning to Kojonup, one from Kojonup back to Katanning, and then we'll head over to Lake Grace tonight. So we'll make the most of the darkness when we're not loaded and travel out there tonight, and camp out in the morning, shoot up, grab John Deere tractor and take it for a bit of a tour. And then maybe, just maybe, the one we just went to load
on the way, I guess,
will be ready to go. They just weren't quite ready, so we waited an hour or so, and we sort of, we could have sat there all day and it might have been ready and had enough time to deliver it, but sort of, we give them an hour or so, and then we just had to say sorry, but we'll come back for it. So we may or may not. So the dealership has their own truck at John Deere, their own truck and trailer, and they deliver their own stuff, but it's off the road, so that's why we got the Guernsey this time. So their truck's not going anytime soon. We will do it while we're in the neighbourhood. Okay, voiceover time, because the microphone let me down. So what I'm saying here is we hightailed it to Katanning after the second John Deere tractor we were to move wasn't quite ready. We waited around, shot up to Katanning to do a header swap. It was a new machine out and a trade-in back, and we got there to load it, and they said, "Oh, did you know the trade-in to come back's got a flat tyre?" No. And they wanted to know if we were prepared to load it with the flat tyre, and I just said no, that's getting a bit sketchy, and it would absolutely destroy the tyre by the time we got it onto the trailer. So anyway, we carried on to Lake Grace. So that was basically 3 jobs in a row that got canned because machines weren't ready. A lot of empty running, but we ended up at Lake Grace for the night, and now it's early hours of the morning, and we are making our way to a John Deere tractor, another one to load. This one we know is ready, it's sitting there waiting, so let's carry on.
Oh, just missed him running. It's a little bit fresh.
Can't see a thing. And you probably can't hear me. Alright.
I'm just enjoying the silence.
Hey?
Just enjoying the silence.
Yeah, we're a little bit cool at the back, but it's on. How's the serenity, eh? Right. So, we are loaded. Now, we're a little bit skew with at the back because we may not show on the camera, but we're on an angle that way, so gravity, you're fighting gravity all the time loading. Now, the reason why we try and catch inner and outer tyre, because there's always a chance there's a flat one there somewhere. So if you're just on the outside or just on the inside, and one of them's soft or flat, then yeah, it gets a bit ugly. But so I'm a little bit off to the left here by about 3 inches, but we've caught both tyres and we're chained on and we're ready to hit the road. So we're 4 metres wide and yeah, single pilot. We've got 241 kilometres to go and my socks keep falling down inside my boots. I'm not happy. All right, it's going to be a cracker day. The sun's just coming up, so we're spot on for time. Look at the dirt on the back of that. All right, let's go. All right, we're getting close. We're only about 16 k's off, but yeah, so we come through the other day with the bar on. It's 6 metres wide, so yeah, we just have to give them a call and they all get off the road.
Coming in behind you now, Dash.
Slow down, we're still on the road.
Oh, roger.
Should be able to keep on rolling, just getting off there.
Copy. Thanks, guys. Well, sorry, but farmer arrived and you know me, I don't film with an audience, so the Hilux is up, the tractor is on the ground. I was going to put you in the cab this time. Here's the bar we delivered. It might have been the last video. It was actually 2 days ago in real time, but I have no idea when I'm going to get these videos up. So we towed that bar and now we've taken the tractor that tows it in during season. Yes, right. We're going to go and see if they put some air in a tyre on a header and we will move that. Okay. And here goes voiceover number 2. I'm loving this GoPro. Anyway, last night we got the 2 headers swapped over, so they'd fixed the tyre. We managed to swap them, and then I went and done a couple of telehandlers and camped the night in Katanning in the cold and the fog. And now I'm on my way to grab a top-down 600 cultivator. That's been on farm being demoed, and yeah, we're going to go and try and load it onto the trailer. I've just tried my other camera again, the DJI, and it went for 10 seconds and shut off. So this one's probably not recording any sound, so it's been a bit of a cluster, I tell you. Yeah, it's going to be a slow sort of a day. So it's been a busy week of chasing my tail. Everything we've gone to do down here wasn't ready, and flat tyres and flat batteries, but we got a fair bit done. So Leslie the pilot has gone back to Perth this morning. I am going to knock out a couple of jobs now that are non-pilot. So I did 2 telehandler last night, 1 out, 1 back, non-pilot jobs, and yeah. Now I've got to do the top down, and then I'm going to tow a header front for many kilometres, be a couple of 100 kilometres I suppose, so that'll go well into tonight, I think, if I can get it finished, all depending on if it's got tail lights and things like that, which is a fair chance it won't. But anyway, that's the morning ramble. Let's keep going. Alright, nearly at the farm, bit of a faux pas, but it's just been a continuation of what the whole week's been. So I got sent a whole lot of pin drops, and one of them didn't come through, but the text come through saying this is where you're picking up the machine from. I clicked on that, and I've just driven an extra 30 k's, got to a farm, and I thought, I recognise these people, and it was people I was at last night picking up a machine at a different farm, one of their other farms. So I've been sent all these different pin drops for the same machine, but the one I was looking for this machine hadn't come through, but the text did, so I clicked on it anyway. Wrong farm, so all up and another 60 kilometres empty running. So the whole week really I've done a whole lot of empty running, just due to machines not being ready, flat tyres, flat batteries, and in this instant I clicked on the wrong bloody pin drop, so excuse me. Oh man, that road's rough. So it's been a whole week of chasing the tail, and this road looks a bit. I can't even turn around because the windscreen's that grubby. I washed my side windows, my mirrors, and I didn't get up and wash the front window, so it's a bit grubby. But anyway, so with me clicking on the wrong pin drop for this job, I've just done another 60 k's empty that I didn't need to do. Told the farmer I'll be there an hour ago. It's Friday. I'm hoping to get finished by midnight tonight, or maybe tomorrow morning sometime.
Are you there, Paul and John?
Yeah, week's dragged on,
Yeah,
but
there's plenty of room in the work line down there if you want to
I've
come down.
got another job booked for Monday, something different. Okay, so I'll hold you here, because over there where I normally put you on the mount, the windows are a bit grubby. So I wouldn't want to be taking anything too big down here with these trees. It's pretty dry down here. Very dry, in fact. I've just seen on the screen here, there is a little indicator when the microphone's working. I haven't noticed that before. Righto, I shall put the camera down, but we're about to pull into the farm, I think. If you look over there in that direction, there's some sheds. I believe that'll be where we're going. If there's no one around, I'll set up the camera. We'll do a bit of a time lapse of me trying to load this machine. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it just yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. Alright. About coming to farms, as there's always dogs here to meet you. Okay? They're always pleased to see you. Anyway, back to work. This is what we're picking up. Top down. I guess it's a set of, they call it a tillers, would you? Anyway, this is a demonstrator one, so it'll be pretty straightforward. There's a nice little ledge here. I'll drop my ramp on there, and that'll flatten out the trailer, make it better to load. So, all right, it's going to go smooth. Think positive. Okay, so here's the plan. Put my ramps down here, so that gives us a nice flat area to back up. Nice flat angle to back up. I was going to do it with the truck, but then I've remembered that bloody pin doesn't fit. So I'll have to come up with another plan. Not sure. Thinking. Right, I'll get back to you. Okay, here's the plan as it stands. Truck, top down. We'll stand back here. We're not going to go close because I had to use a very small pin that won't break between here and there. Alright, let's see how we go, shall we? Feeling confident, still feeling confident. Right, now what I'm sure I'm saying here is that I wish I didn't put that on a time lapse, because if it was a normal time I would have been able to edit it so it looked like I got it in one hit. But it took a few shunts. I had to come around on my blind side and line up the trailer. But it's on there now, so it worked out well. And I leave it near the rear of the trailer, even though the weight's not ideal, but it makes it a whole lot easier to tow off the other end. Righto, just a bit of phone footage here. I haven't got time to get the camera out. I don't like the way that's fixed. Just go on. I made a couple of pointers here. He's going to want to put that on the ground. Right, re-recording because I don't think the microphone worked. Anyway, right, so that wasn't quite an F1 pit stop. What we've done is put the very average tyre on the light side pumped them up so it's running on the centre, not on these outside bits. And around this side here, we've got the tyre that's in a lot better condition, and it is, yeah, it's much more better, and it is on the heavy side. So the left side of these things is always heavy. If you're going to blow a tyre, it's going to be this one here. I did have a nice cheery little outro there, but I got that shitty when I saw that the microphone hadn't worked. Anyway, so it's 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. I've got about 4 hours, at least 4 hours of towing yet. Going to be well dark, but I've got tail lights on this trailer, so we're going to have to carry on into the night, and eventually we're going to try and get home. It's going to be tomorrow by the time we get home, but anyway, let's carry on. Well, we are travelling. It's 6:30 at night and it's very dark out there. The tyre swap we did, that tyre's still wearing. We've done, what time is that? So we've done 2.5 hours since then. I just had a check before. I stopped and made some dinner and a coffee, and it's actually showing canvas, so I've rung the farmer. Still 60 k's away, but 60 k's is an hour and a half at the best. It's probably going to be close to the 2 hours. So the farmer's aware, and he's going to try and hunt down the tyre, and he said he might even get out tonight. It's that time of year. He's still spraying at the moment, so I said not to panic, and if it goes flat, we'll deal with it in the morning. I'll just park wherever I end up and sleep for the night. Just for interest's sake, I'm on rabbit-proof fence road, so I'm right down south. Rabbit-proof fence road. I'm heading towards Ongerup Way, Needle Up. Yeah, so if you've heard of rabbit-proof fence road, that's where I am. If you haven't heard of rabbit-proof fence road, look it up. Pretty interesting. Anyway, what worries me is I've just had a big cup of coffee because I thought I'm going to deliver this and I'm going to turn around, and my trailer's back in Katanning, a couple hundred k's away, and I thought I'll get back there tonight, you know, midnight or whatever, and that way I've got access to showers and things. But I've just drunk a big cup of coffee, but if this tyre blows, I'm going to be sitting here on the side of the road wide awake. I'll be buzzing. I'm still warming up. I'll be full of caffeine and won't be able to sleep, and I'll probably run out of phone range. I won't be able to watch YouTube or do anything. So, yeah, never mind. I'll go for a run. We'll do something. But yeah, that's worst case scenario. And best case scenario is the tyre holds together and we make it. 63 kilometres to go, and yeah, we're doing 40, 41, 40. I should be going a bit slower, but there's no heat in the day now. Obviously, it's night, especially on this rough, especially on this dirt. Yeah, it's good. It's good. All right. We might see you later. We might see you in the morning. Thanks, guys. Wow. I just unloaded that header front, so it's 8:30 on a Friday night, and we made it. Dodgy tyre and all. So, yeah, 210 kilometres I towed that for. Yeah, so it's very slow going, and there was a lot of dirt tonight, so I've got a lot of dirt to go back. So I'm just going to put it in my maps. Where I've left my trailer, 163 kilometres to where I've left my trailer, so that's easy, a good couple of hours, especially on these roads here. Probably won't show up on camera, but it's rough. Lots of corrugations, and but yes, that's Friday night. It'll be 10:30, 11 o'clock time I get back to my trailer, and I think that'll do it for today, and we will worry about tomorrow or when it happens. tell you something, I'm pleased to be short of that one. Just on the edge of my seat, waiting for that tyre to blow. But it didn't, we made it. Great success. Righto, let's drive on into the night. Well, there we have it. It's early morning here in Kittanning, foggy day. I made it back last night, quite late, parked up. So yeah, I've been up and about, had my coffee and that this morning, and just going to give her a bath before I go. Much better wash bay than what I've got at home. So very nice of CLAAS Harvest Centre to let me use their wash bay. She's a bit feral, so we'll get it cleaned up and we'll call that a wrap for this video. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.